If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, October 26, 2012. I'm your host, Tiffany Elias. Our guest in the Phoenix Monitor has made her way back to the Georgia campus after taking a year off to train in Baltimore for the Olympics. It sure paid off with 5 medals, and now Allison Schmitt is back to compete for her 4th season with the Bulldogs and fight for that final national title. Joining us from Athens, Georgia, Allison, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
So how does it feel to be back on campus?
It's nice. It's nice to get back into a routine. It's definitely different than when I left, but it's still a lot of fun and getting back into the college atmosphere.
So besides the super hard training out in Baltimore, what exactly did you do for your year off? Anything else besides train hard?
Training both inside and outside the pool. My weight training with Keenan helped a lot. I got a lot stronger. I started without doing any pull-ups, ended with doing quite a few pull-ups by the end, right before the Olympics, so that definitely helped. And even working on my nutrition a little bit.
How many pull-ups were you able to get up to?
I think I got up to 3 times 8.
Wow, that is really good. So do you think your strength improvement came from things that you started doing outside of the water?
Yeah. I mean, you can only get so much strength in the water, and I'm working outside the water with Keenan, both doing dryland and doing weights, helped me a lot, I feel like.
Well, that is huge. I know how hard pull-ups are for girls. That's really good. So, were you taking any online classes while you were out of school?
No, but last year I was strictly focusing on swimming, and with travel and both Colorado. We went to the World Cup in Berlin and in Moscow. So I was kind of traveling a lot and didn't really do any school.
Wow, so you were keeping busy. What did you miss most about being in school and back in Georgia?
My friends, the teammates I have here, the friends I have here. Just picking up and leaving for a year, leaving your friends that you've had for the past 3 years. That was the hardest thing.
All right, so now that you're back on campus, how has the transition been from training for the Olympics, now going back into the college season? You already have a dual meet under your belt. How has that transition been going for you?
It's different than I thought. It's been a little tough for me getting back in. I have definitely set my new goals for this year, and I have a lot of team goals that I want to accomplish. And so I've gotten back in, and having the team there has definitely helped me get back in the water.
Can you let us in on some of those goals that you set for yourself?
I mean, we definitely have goals for the end of the season, both individually and for our team. So right now we're training hard. We're doing the dual meets, having fun at our dual meets, and getting ready for our taper meet in December, and then again for SACs and NCAAs.
So personally, what expectations do you have for yourself early on in this season? Because did you get to take a little bit of a break after London?
I had a little bit of a break. I came back to school right away, though. We started school right away, so jumped back into school and swimming. It was a little tough for me at first, and I'm back in the swing of everything, and I'm excited.
So will you be shooting for any particular times in season, or trying to just relax and have fun and then set most of the focus on your taper meet?
I think for me the biggest thing is having fun, and as long as I'm having fun, I can swim fast. So I'll just keep working hard, having fun, and being with the team is definitely a lot of fun, especially coming back and not knowing basically half the team, not knowing the incoming freshmen and the sophomores, never being on the team with them. It's great seeing new faces and fresh faces in Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah, that is being out a year. So now you have almost two new classes that you have to get to know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just touch on the Olympics here quite a bit. Unbelievable job walking away with 5 medals. In particular, let's start off with that 200 freestyle. It's not common to be able to watch someone completely dominate an event. And obviously the goal is to take gold, but after looking at what you did, almost beating the field by 2 seconds, what were your thoughts on that performance?
I definitely have to give credit to Bob and Keenan and Michael. And before I swam, Bob and Michael came up to me and said, your legs are a lot stronger than they were in the past, and you just have to stay off them on the first 50, and that's exactly what I did. I was able to bring it home a lot faster, and I definitely took it out with easy speed, which I've never had before, and I felt good all the way through, so I just kept going.
Well, that 153 was an American record. Now, your teammate, Megan Romano, she has the American record in the short course 200 freestyle. Are we going to see a battle for the new American record here between teammates at NCAA's?
Let's hope. She's a great friend, and she's fun to race against. So she did amazing last year at NC's, and I was able to watch on my computer, and I was actually screaming at her through my computer last year. So it was definitely a great race, and I'm excited for this year to compete with her and be on relays with her.
Yeah, a lot of depth in that event for Georgia. Always does a great job in the freestyle events. So looking back over London, what was your most memorable experience? That's a tough question, but if you had to pick one, what was your defining moment?
Dang, this is kind of hard. Probably, this is tough.
I know, it's hard, and especially because you probably have so many to choose from.
Yeah. I have two that pop out at me well, I guess I'll say after the 200 free, not only being on the awards stadium, the podium, and looking up, seeing my teammates to the left, seeing my family to the right, up in the stands. It was definitely, Coach Troy came up to me afterwards and said, "Do I need to pinch you?" So it definitely was a moment that I'll never forget. And walking back, getting ready to cool down afterwards, seeing Bob and seeing Michael and seeing Keenan and all of them, it just, knowing that we've all had so many goals throughout the season and we were accomplishing them at that meet, it was definitely a race that I'll never forget, and the emotions afterwards is something that will stick with me forever.
Definitely. Well, that's a good memory to have. Now, who is one person that just really made your London experience, you couldn't have imagined it without them? One of your teammates, whether it on the girls' side or the guys' side, who is that one person that you really want to thank for being there with you?
It was a great team, and I think we all got along really well. It was a great atmosphere to be in, and I think the whole team was really strong and really close this time around. So it was definitely fun all around. And my roommate, Elizabeth Beisel, we always had fun, and we're probably the 2 loudest girls on the team. So we definitely always were having fun, always joking around, always laughing, and that definitely helped to keep things loose. And even before we swam, we were singing and dancing around and joking around. So I think we both kept each other excited and ready to race.
Yeah, definitely good to do that. So with all the pressure that was building up to London, are you relieved that it's over and you can now focus back on college?
Yeah, it was an experience, and I don't think I had too much pressure leading up to it. I think I had more personal goals for myself rather than goals from the outside world and pressure from the outside world. So I definitely exceeded my expectations, and coming back down from that and getting ready for this college season and jumping right into it, it's a different experience, but I'm just as excited.
So after your final season with the Bulldogs, will you be heading back to Baltimore to keep training?
I think so. I have school to finish, and then I think I'll head back to Baltimore, and I don't know my definite plans yet, but it's definitely looking looking towards Baltimore.
All right. Well, as a morning swim show tradition, we can't end without hearing a joke from Allison Schmitt. So, on the spot here again, do you have a joke to share with us?
Man, this is on the spot.
I'm sure you got something in there.
I can do my favorite one.
Okay, perfect.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow.
Boo! That's my favorite one.
I don't know that will ever get old. All right, well,
definitely not in my books.
No. All right, well, next time I'll prepare you to tell something new just in case, but I'm sure that will always be a good one.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Allison. Well, we will see you at NCAA's, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
That is Allison Schmitt in the Phoenix Monitor. That will conclude today's morning swim show. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to keep up with all the latest news. I'm your host, Tiffany Elias. Thanks for watching. Totally.